Hi, hello, welcome to Spell Day. We're covering a spell every single day of the year from the 5e PHB plus 3. Those plus 3 spells are homebrew spells. We're at +1 at the moment. You can head back and play this to find it. And today's spell is Knock.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Knock knock, who's there? Keep out! You are not wanted here!
Second level transmutation, casting time of 1 action, range of 60 feet, components verbal, duration instantaneous. Choose an object that you can see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, or set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. Oh boy, that etc. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast the spell, a loud knock, audible from as far away as 300 feet, emanates from the targeted object. That's a long distance to hear that. Can't be using that in stealth too often. So now I ask, to what extent does it mean, what can it target? So yes, there's the obvious ones of manacle, padlock, a chest with a lock built into it, a door with a lock on it, the usual, and it even mentions just any generic thing blocking access. That's the key one. Or another object that contains a mundane or magical means of obscuring access. Because then there's also, or a target that is barred or stuck becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. So giant gatehouse doors, if they have just a big wooden slab on it, hit this, goes up. That's not a lock, that's just a log currently strapped to the side of a door, but it goes away. Now, does this count for someone just pushing a dresser in front of a door? Does knock automatically move it out of the way? Let's say someone was in a mine shaft and one of the support beams fell on them. Does casting knock lift that and the rocks above it? Or just move it out of the way for them to get out? Or does it even affect that at all? Though outside of those questions, which inevitably come down to DM, the generic meaning for this spell is whenever you run into a lock. If you don't have a lockpick, oh, that's fine, just a second level spell. No material component. I thought this had a material component that had to be spent, but no. I thought it was a gold key. Where did I get in my head it was a gold key? Action 60 feet away, you don't even have to be right next to it, and it unlocks. Doesn't matter the DC, it could be a DC 30 lock, requiring the finest rogue to be able to undo it. There's 3 layers of trap, no, 1 spell. Even Arcane Lock. It just is suppressed for 10 minutes, which is also mentioned in the Arcane Lock spell. And here, mentioned in 2 places. Though, that rogue situation we just talked about, where the rogue has an advantage, is still in the stealth category, because audible from 300 feet away, specifically a loud knock. I mean, the image in your head of, like, when you say someone knocks on a door, you use the S there, knocks. Or knocked in the past tense. So just knock. And a loud knock is just one big... Fuck. It's fine. It's fine. Dogs. Dogs. So in the stealth category, this fails. Most of the time. Unless you have someone or yourself to combo with silence, because it's instantaneous. So cast silence, then cast knock, because it specifically emanates from the object. Though then again, the silence spell used in any kind of break-in scenario, smash and break, or what was that? Smash and grab. Really, really good. Though we'll cover it when we get to silence. 7 out of 10, because it gets past any trapped lock. Again, there's this thing of, if you have a rogue or someone with Thieves' Tools proficiencies, that is the cheaper option, even though this doesn't have a material component that costs money. Just burning a second level spell slot on every lock? At later levels, not that bad. At early levels, And then there's also the thing of stealth-wise, as that's going to make a loud noise. But if you're in a dungeon that you're just hauling through, or you already killed everything in it, and just using this on every lock because you're too tired or don't care, or don't want to risk traps in it, it's not that bad. It's really good, actually. And then there's also the whole scenario of what technically counts as barred and stuck and, yeah, all that. Yeah, no. There you go.